What's up, everyone? Today I'm replacing the front brake pads on my 2009 135i. Let's see them. I got the good ones. I got the red stuff from EBC. Came pretty fast. I got them off bbc.com. So, let's see. They're pretty nice. I'm really excited for them, and I could definitely use new brakes. So, yeah, I already got the car jacked up. This is like the hardest car to get jacked up. It's so annoying, especially when you have that dinky little jack. But yeah, let's get to it. All right, so first what you're gonna do is grab a T40. And first of all, just make sure your car is jacked up good. Make sure you got your tires under it. You never know when equipment's gonna fail. And get these in here, this one right here, and right here. And then we'll see what we have to do next. Okay, before we go ahead and go any further, I just got those two bolts out, the T40 ones. Go ahead and remove this right here. Yeah, of course I put gloves on after my hands already got dirty. Go ahead and remove this. Open up the air reservoir so that the brakes can breathe, the brake fluid can breathe. That way nothing gets built up in there. And honestly, it should be fine just like that. Just leave it like that. So you can either remove all four of these right here and right here, plus those two, or you could just remove those two. It's really up to you, depends on the equipment you have, but yeah. Okay, and another thing, this is just on the driver's side, but this right here, let's see, barely see it. It's this right here though. This is the brake pad depth sensor. It's just on the driver's side, so go ahead and pull it out. It should just pull out. I've been having a hard time with it. Let's see if we can get it. There it is, yep. You just gotta wiggle it out. Just be real careful wiggling it out. All right, so I know this looks pretty strange. On the driver's side, I was able to kick the bolts down. I decided to undo the 10 mil Allens just because it was way too tight. And on this side, I couldn't kick it because of the way the wheel well is, and like my foot couldn't get in there. And there's no way I was getting these bolts up, so I put it on a jack, and I think I invented something here. So let's see if it works. It worked on the bottom one, but this one is on top of a battery. So here's my little contraption here. It seems like it's working. And if you can see, it's spinning just a little bit. Let's see. I'm gonna keep doing it and I'll let you guys know. Oh, let's go, I got it loose. That's what's up, I got it loose. There was literally no other way that was happening. All right, so we're gonna undo those, and I still have to undo the brake pad depth sensor on the other side, and then I have two more jack stands. Just make sure you keep these jacked up. You don't want any tension on this on the brake line right here. So once I get those up, I'll let you guys know. Make sure you have a jack ready to go right underneath, and a what's it called? And a towel on top of it to put your brakes on. All right, so here we go. This is how you can tell these things have never been taken off. There we go, and that's disgusting. Okay, and like I said, just make sure you have it propped up. You don't want to pull on any of your brake lines or anything like that. I'm so excited. I'm honestly gonna take this opportunity to like clean everything too. Because yeah, this car deserves it. I love this car. If you have one of these, you know, like, they're super underrated. I really like this car. So let's get to it. Let me show you the brakes one more time. I'm excited to put these in. I've never done this before, so we're gonna figure it out as we go. Yeah, favorite way. Let's go. Okay, so this one right here on the inside has all the brake lube on it. Honestly, you should probably put your brake lube back to factory settings when you do your new one. So in my case, it'd be 3 dots. And this one is the one that you kind of have to pound to get out. So just use a rubber mallet. Just be careful with it. Take your time. Don't break anything, but it'll come out. Okay, so I just made a quick run to AutoZone, and I picked up 2 packets of this. This is high performance brake lubricant. You're gonna want that. These are like really top of the line performance street brakes from Jesus, I'm blanking, EBC. And what's it called? Yeah, you want really high heat intensity, like lubricant that can withstand that type of heat. So you're gonna put it like factory spec, so 1, 2, 3. So that's what I did. I didn't do it on these ones, I did it on these. And then you're just gonna pop it in and make sure it's all set in place. So right now it's not really that yet, but you're gonna need it to be like all the way over so that it can fit back onto the rotor. All right, that's what I'm talking about. All right, so pretty much you have to, so there's three pistons on the edge of each side of the caliper that if they're not compressed in all the way, your pads will not fit around the caliper, and it's just gonna, trying to put it on the caliper, or sorry, the rotor, is just gonna make it, what's it called? Just knock off the pads and it's just not gonna work. So what I did to compress those, to compress the pistons, I used one of these, and I just, once I had the pads on from the middle, I just opened it up as hard as I could with both hands, and then from the top, and then from the bottom, and it slid right on. And then, so now I'm just tightening everything back up, and if you listen, it sounds perfect. It's not touching, but you could just tell it's barely hovering over it. I'm super stoked to have these and to test them out, so we'll see. Now that I'm doing the other side, one piece of advice that I would give is to do the, so on the driver's side, it would be the outside, I guess on both. It would be the inside brake pad first, because you need this room over here in order to properly kind of angle it in, because the way this is set up, it's got like a little bar sticking out here, a little bar sticking out here, and a tab down at the bottom. The tab needs to be pressed in order for it to fit snug between the two bars, and now like look, it's not going anywhere. You will 100% know if it's put in properly just based on that, because if the tab isn't down or if it's not on both properly, it'll just fall off by going like that. But now that I took that one out and had that extra room for it, it honestly, I did it in like 10 seconds when before I couldn't even get it because I needed that room. So now the passenger side is done. Everything's tightened up. So now we have to just put this one on and put it on and put all our bolts back, and we should be good to go, honestly. So knock on wood, no more issues. Okay, so I just finished it up this side, and the way you know it works, after you seal this back up, check your fluid level. Mine's pretty good. Mine's like right there. The way you know it works is start your car, pump your brakes, get the fluid back to circulating. Make sure you put back in on the driver's side the sensor as well. It just pops in. There's a little spot on the brake pad for it, so you gotta remember to do that. And the way you know it worked and that everything's gonna work is that when you stop your car at the end, watch this, your brakes go nowhere, because when you park, your brakes lock up like that so that your car doesn't go anywhere. So that's a good indication that it worked. And I'm really dirty. And when I went into AutoZone halfway through this, because I realized that the brake kit didn't come with like brake lubricant, and they thought I was like dressing up for Halloween because yesterday was Halloween. They thought I was dressing up for Halloween, and I was like, no, dude, I'm like working on my car right now. Anyways, though, I'm pretty stoked on that working. That's my first time doing brakes, so yeah, if they're pretty good, I'll let you guys know and hopefully provide a good recommendation for them. Thanks for watching, guys. All right, here's my 3-day review of them. So these are the Red Stuff brakes by EBC. I really enjoy them so far. I think they're way better than the OEM pads, to be honest. They don't squeak at all. It's been cold here, so them not squeaking in the cold is very good. Far less brake dust, which is honestly one of the reasons why I bought them. And it's even rained here today, and honestly, they were really good. So again, if you're looking to get them, EBC Red Stuff brakes, if you have a 135 or something in that type of category and you do some kind of spirited driving, I'd highly recommend them. So thank you guys so much for watching, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you.